Alright. I think I hit the button, Perp. I think I hit the button. Did it work this time? Am I good? Am I on the internet? I think so. There we... Okay, here we... Hey! Still haven't hired any producers yet. Alright. We got some stuff to talk about today. Nothing really new, but you know, we're just gonna continue where we left off. What's up, everybody? I see Brody, Wheels, Doomfire Dan. Damn. Doomfire Dan, that's a pretty cool name. Brody, we saw you here. How we doing, everybody? How we doing? Hope we're all doing good. What day is today? Sunday? Today's Sunday, right? The 15th? I think that's a Sunday. I lost track. I lose track. 2022, 2023. I thought it was 2020 still. It's been a flurry of a week, everybody. It's been a flurry of a week. So, yeah, I know we've had a rough week discussing everything, and, oh, you just finished a D&D session. Wow. I hope you use D&D Beyond, Brody. Oh, man. That's good. Alright, well, I know last time we had a lot of fun reading some leaks, responses rather, from Critical Role, from Wizards of the Coast, all that mumbo jumbo. Indestructo Boy rules, Mr. Hasbro Drew. Mr. Hasbro is watching, Mr. Hashtag blame the eye patch. Blame the guy with the eye patch. I can't believe it. Mr. Hasbro. You know what? Actually, Indestructo Boy and Pie Guy, Brody, I got someone you want to meet. I got him locked. I mean, I got him. He's right over there. He came over special for everybody. Just give me 1 minute. I'll go get him. Hold on. Gotta go find him. Hello, everyone. It is I, Mr. Paizo, and I'm here completely, willingly, and not against my will. D&D is fantastic. I am not being held at gunpoint. Mr. Paizo is here, and I'm here to talk about the orc. The orc, everybody. My good friend Mr. Hasbro has taken some time off. And he is now, well, he's trying to find another intern to get himself another coffee, but don't worry, everyone's chill uncle has now arrived. All hail Mr. Paizo, that's me, everybody. Got my glasses up because I'm a cool dude. Have I read your application for an unpaid internship? I believe Mr. Hasbro went to go look at that, actually. I believe that's why he left. So he said he had a lot of stuff to do, and I am currently chained at the desk. Yeah, so I'm stuck here now until I tell everyone to resubscribe to D&D Beyond. But I'm not gonna do that because we don't want to do that. Yeah, Uncle Paizo. Uncle Paizo, that's me. Oh, yeah. So here's the deal with the stream today, guys. I don't want to go too deep into stuff because it's been a busy week. It's been a very, very rough week for a lot of people reading this. And honestly, all the news is pretty much check the manacles, they may be broken. Shh. You shouldn't tell him that. Come on, Taryn. What the heck, man? He's upstairs right now. I don't know if he's reading chat, but don't, shh, be quiet. I'm not entirely sure he can read. Oh my goodness. Anyways, yeah, I don't want to go too deep into this stuff, because everyone knows the news. There's nothing new happening yet. Nothing new has happened. But I wanted to kind of just touch upon some things like Orc, because I personally have not really read Orc in depth. I haven't gone through, what is it, the OGL statement buy Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast. I haven't done that because honestly, I get all the news I need from content creators like Taryn and Indestructible, like D&D Shorts, like Nerd Immersion, and literally every single person on YouTube right now that has ever done anything D&D. So I think reading over that and maybe translating it in Mr. Hasbro terms would be helpful. If they could, they wouldn't have dropped those statements. Well, yeah, and that's the thing. And I know I asked you yesterday, Taryn, about what your thoughts were on the whole Critical Role statement because, you know, I had the same thoughts where, at least when Critical Role dropped the statements, everyone was really mad, like incredibly so, and I don't understand why. And I didn't so I asked someone smarter than me why they would possibly be mad, and my concerns were validated when you answered my question, so I appreciate that. Oh wait, I have the wrong background for Mr. Paizo. What am I doing? Oh, nuts. Oh wait, this is, yeah. Hold on, I gotta put the right Paizo background on. The chill office vibes. Where's my chill office vibes? Chill office vibes? Holy snot, that is a big office. Hold on, we got this. Mr. Paizo also does not have interns and cannot afford interns right now. But with the influx of everyone jumping into Pathfinder, who knows, anything may be possible. Oh yes, my office is in front of me. Just like walls. That's how walls work. There we go. Mr. Paizo office. Much more comfortable here. That's a fancy backdrop. Hey, what's up, Lunya? How you doing, man? Oh, man. That's a very, what were the Critical Role statements and a very fancy backdrop? What's up, Zero? How you doing, my man? I haven't talked to you in forever. Hope you guys doing good. I know I just drop in the Discord every now and again and just say hello. The Critical Role statements. Yeah, actually, Amanda responded, they were supportive of the community as much as they could while trying to be tactful with their hands kind of tied. Exactly. Chill office vibes. You know, I need to get, you know what? I might have a fireplace background that might work. Hold on. I definitely got some chill ambient background somewhere. There we go. Nice cozy background. Hold on a second. What was that? Was that my copyright? That's my copyright-free music that is on YouTube. So, there we go. I got my nice cozy fireplace background. Wait a second. Did the chat bot start working again, or wait a minute, I think I know why chat's not working. That's not the right button. Guys, I'm very professional. Did that work? Who knows? I saw chat and now it just doesn't work anymore. I don't get it. Wait, it does work. Wait, why don't I see it on my stream? I don't get it. Oh well, whatever. Mr. Paizo, how come you only have one chair? Well, we at Paizo, what is the term? We pride ourselves on being eternal optimists, and we don't need material things like some people, like Mr. Hasbro, likes to throw money in there or really prides himself on the amount of money in his wallet. Me, however, I am a completely normal individual with Home Depot receipts in my wallet, just like that. Very strange. But, you know, I pride myself on just being frugal and being a smart investor and stuff like that. I don't need to worry about material things, as, you know, we just like to have a good time here, enjoy ourselves, and talk in front of a fireplace that's definitely there. Let's see. Oh, yeah, cozy fireplace, mega pog, exactly. All tabletop RPG publisher office should look like this. Exactly. I agree, Taryn, I agree. Mr. Paizo, how many dollar bills are in your wallet today? Well, let's find out. Alright, well, I also have Home Depot receipts in my wallet. But today, however, in my wallet, I am not Mr. Moneybags because I like to share everything with the community. What's up? The fireplace is far too loud. Oh, I didn't even know the fireplace had music. crinkling fireplace noises. Wait a second, I turned the speed to... Oh wait, that's the speed, not the sound! Done. I think I fixed the sound. Thank you. Alrighty. Mr. Paizo's wallet has a whopping $13 in there. So, you know, there it is. Very many dollar bills. Jeez. But yeah, it's been a nuts week, guys. We've had some crazy stuff, and it's been a good time. I know me and, at least I saw Indestructive's boy stream yesterday, and he was talking about how for the first time in a long time he's been excited to try tabletop stuff, because we've been kind of in a stagnation period almost. So it's been kind of fun recently with all this. As much as drama as it is, it's kind of reinvigorated a lot of the community to talk and enjoy themselves just in general about everything that's not just D&D. So it's really, really cool. That's 20 less than Mr. Hasbro. I mean, you know, I try to be smart with my money, and I try to save my money, and you know, I don't like to waste it, because I pay my employees as much as I can because they deserve it. And unfortunately, you know, they deserve much more, but that $20 that I had is now gone to the employees. Is that the same Home Depot receipt that Mr. Hasbro had yesterday? The plot thickens. Look, man, I'm just saying I have not seen Mr. Paizo and Mr. Hasbro in the same room at the same time. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, yeah, I'm stoked to run some Morkborg. Dude, I think for the first time, and I think, I don't remember if you brought this up in your stream yesterday, but I am, for the first time in my life, incredibly excited as a content creator to, and I feel empowered to look at other things. Right? Like, if we're being honest, like 90% of the entire TTRPG community is D&D. Literally like 90-95%. And if anyone who wanted to do content creation on any sort of tabletop D&D stuff, tabletop anything really, they kind of had to touch D&D, right? They had to, because I think Nonat's one of the few exceptions, but even him, like, there's a critical mass you get to when you cover certain things, and how YouTube works. That's just, if you're in too much of a niche, you can only grow so much, so successful. But I feel like with this everything, and everything kind of getting blown wide open, I feel empowered to look at things that aren't D&D, and I'm super excited about that. It's, yeah, man, exactly. It's a breath of fresh air. I don't even understand it, because this is something that should be incredibly stressful and crazy for a lot of people, but I feel off the I mean, not the Wizards of the Coast. I feel like I'm off the chain here. I can breathe easy, man. The community is flourishing and excited for new. We said no to boring capitalism. Exactly. I didn't realize how utterly bored I was of D&D until Wizards of the Coast killed my bias. Dude, that is one thing that's crazy, right? The amount of bias that I had as a content creator is something I didn't even realize it, because I enjoyed D&D. I still do enjoy D&D. It's not like it killed my D&D drive, but I guess I didn't realize how, and this is going to sound really silly, but I didn't realize how caged I was focusing purely on D&D. You know what I mean? And just being free to do this and look at other systems and stuff. And granted, I am not a designer. I'm not a game designer. I can barely I can barely qualify as a homebrewer, right? Like, I make my own spells. I made a couple of subclasses, but nothing like actually designed, I would say, balanced wise. I'm just not that kind of person. I'm not. I enjoy doing it, but you know, it's just not who I am. So being able to reach out and just like learn things is something that I've really gotten to enjoy the past couple of days, and I'm really excited to go forward with this, because I'm not now restricted to D&D per se, but who knows? We'll see where it goes. Well, us content creators have to follow the thing that the audience wants, and for years that's been D&D. Yeah, literally that. Literally that. If you're not talking about D&D, or if you want the fast track, just talk about Critical Role, but I don't want to do that. Instead, I'll just talk about the OGL. Yeah, man, D&D is not the only working system. The only upside was that the large library of community-made content. That is the community-made content, not Wizards content, which is pretty nice. Mm-hmm. The moment you've tweaked one thing to your preferences, you're a homebrewer. Yeah, dude. See, the thing that I like to do, right, and I am a very, very bad representation of this, is I tend to make my content, whenever I'm doing any sort of, not streaming, but when I'm doing any sort of DMing, whatever system it is, I tend to give my players things way too more powerful than I should, and then I make the content much harder because of it, because I love that. I love this high fantasy, high magic mumbo jumbo. That's why I fell in love with tabletop gaming in the first place, or roleplay games in the first place. And I think that's a side effect from coming from, you know, MMOs games. You know, you have this crazy powerful stuff, and then you go through it and you feel like this epic superhero kind of deal. I've wanted to try some other stuff. Like, I've wanted to try, like, fantasy, like, space adventures, and D&D, let's be honest, is not a good system for that anyways. So, realistically, this came about at a time where I wanted to expand my horizon regardless, because I was going to do that in search of a system to make, like, planar travel or space travel easier and better. Because D&D is not the best at that, from what I recall, at least. I mean, the Spelljammer book is, what, a haul of 20 pages? So, our playgroup loves to create their own signature weapons for every character, and it changes a lot of the narrative. Yeah, dude. Also, I don't know why my chat keeps popping up and then disappearing. That shouldn't... Wait a second. Yeah, I have no idea why my chat keeps popping up and disappearing. I apologize for that. Who knows? Could just be it disappears before next chat pops up, but I think it's working. Keep your eye on Cyborg, Stars Without Numbers, and Cypher if you're into the sci-fi thing. Let's see. Actually, that reminds me, I wanted to do something today that I forgot to put in the title. Okay, Cyborg, Stars Without Numbers, and Cypher. And Starfinder, yeah, of course, Starfinder. Okay. So, I will do that. I need to look into this. I actually, last night, I went out to the creator Discord and I was like, hey guys, I need some info on Pathfinder. Who's got some resources, please? And, like, I got a bunch of stuff from Dungeoneers Pack and, was it Fries? I can't remember who else gave me some stuff, but they sent me a lot of links. Yeah, it was Fries, and Dungeoneers Pack sent me a lot of stuff, so I'm excited to jump into that. But, oh boy. Whew. Cyberpunk Morkbork. Dude, I can't wait to try all this stuff. I'm just so excited. It's gonna be so much fun. Oh, hold on a second. We got Mr. Hasbro coming back. Uh-oh. Where did he run off to, that son of a gun? That rapscallion, that chill vibe dude, cool uncle. Son of a gun, I can't believe he broke into my... I broke into his, or he broke into my office. Oh, this is gonna be really hard to see with the glasses again. Alright. Oh, come on, this guy again? Look, man, I told you, get lost. Wow, rude. Oh, it's the guy with the eye patch again, always causing a problem. I can't believe it. Mr. Paizo, don't leave us. Get out of the Paizo office now. Boo. Shut up, all of y'all. I can't believe it. You guys, no one ever respects Mr. Hasbro. I got a whole $30 in my wallet, and I'm gonna use all of it to sue everybody here. I'll steal all of your content. I'll pay my lawyers with my $30 in my pocket. And my Home Depot receipts that are definitely mine and not Mr. Paizo's. You're right, we don't respect. Wow. Wow. Heavy stuff. Alright, well, let me do this then. Let me pull it up. So I did want to do one thing, but I want to do that as Mr. Paizo because it makes more sense. We're not doing it Mr. Has-Been. Oh my god. Amanda, you're doing me dirty. I can't believe you've done this to me. That's slander. Complete slander. Complete and utter slander. Nice try to sue me over you need my real life name. I know you, Joe Bro. Joseph Broseph. I could find you. I found it. We hired a new unpaid intern. Brody, where are you at? Alright, let me pull up this and translate it for everybody because this is something that I wanted to look at myself and haven't gotten the opportunity to do so. So let's pull you up. To dndbegone.com. An update on the license. Let's see what we get. Alright. Do I still have Epic Pen installed? I don't. Oh well, we'll just do this. Top screen? I think it's my top screen. There we go. That works. Beautiful. Okay. So, this stuff right here is something that I wanted to look over myself because I've read it, or I've not read it, I've heard about information from other content creators, I've heard everything that they've touched upon it, and I've seen a lot of people's reaction to it. And there's multiple different takes on this alongside the Critical Role stance, right? And this is kind of something that, you know, I wanted to take some time to read myself because it's not 9,000 characters or words. It's nothing like that. So let's go over this and try to translate it as best we can in a way that's easy to understand for people without legal mumbo jumbo. I do want to say this is 100% parody. This is 100% I am not a lawyer. 100% I don't know what the heck this is going to say, and I'm probably not the person to ask to translate this, but I'm going to give it my all to try to figure out what it means, at least how I would interpret it. So take that for what you will. When we initially conceived of revising the OGL, it was with three major goals in mind. First, we wanted the ability to prevent the use of D&D content from being included in hateful and discriminatory products. Okay, that's fine. Like, that makes complete logical sense, but it's not like that wasn't a problem, or that wasn't already a problem in the first place and they weren't really doing much about it. Not to mention the hateful and discriminatory stuff that they already put into that they've already released and had to fix prior to that. So they're not above this either way. But either way, this is a good statement to make, but it really is just fluff. Complete fluff. Role of law had a super solid lawyer reads on this statement. Exactly. Super serious. Not a real lawyer, unsub! Mr. Hasbro will have a word with you. Second, we wanted to address those attempting to use D&D in Web3, blockchain games, and NFTs by making clear that OGL content is limited to tabletop role-playing content like campaigns, modules, and supplements. So, this sentence right here kind of confuses me a bit, because if we're being honest, I am A-okay with them saying no to NFTs. I'm okay with that. I think that's probably a good and healthy thing for the community. No to NFTs. I think NFTs are kind of shady business, and I think not wanting your stuff to be included in that makes sense. However, saying it's limited to the role-playing content like campaigns, modules, and supplements also doesn't necessarily make sense to me, because let's be real here. I mean, what is there? There's a D&D movie coming out. Like 80% of the content thrown in D&D is like mythology-based anyways, and like Tolkien stuff, but you know, that's just me mumbling it on about this stuff. And third, we wanted to ensure that the OGL is for the sorry. Oh, that actually hurt. I was not expecting that. Oh, we wanted to make sure and ensure the OGL is for the content creator, the homebrewer, the aspiring designer, our players, and the community, not major corporations to use for their own commercial and promotional purpose. Well, that's right. So if this is just a blatant lie, right? Like, yeah, you might not want major corporations to use it for their promotional and corporate commercial purposes. I understand that. But why would you, at any capacity, leave the clause of non-exclusive rights to homebrew content made by anyone? Like, that's not content creator, homebrew, or aspiring designer, or player community friendly at all. This sentence is 100% a lie. Literally, just complete lie. Maybe Mr. Paizo should be reading this. And I don't like the suit. We're getting rid of the suit. Mr. Hasbro's gone. Screw Mr. Hasbro. He's done for the day. Oh. Alright, let's go back to the chill office. Chill office, chill office. Chill office vibes. That one. Nope. Oh, chill office vibes don't matter because, I don't have that background. Oh, yeah, Mr. Super Cool. That's me, Mr. Super Cool. Mrs. Paizo would disagree, but it's okay. It's A-okay. Alright, well, let's keep going through this whole thing. Crowd cheers. Man, I swear to goodness, this whole thing with this LGL is one of the worst things to happen, and at the same time, one of the best things to happen. It's crazy. Alright, sorry, let's get into this. Driving these goals, there were two simple principles. Our job is to be good stewards of the game, and two, the OGL exists for the benefit of the fans. Nothing about those principles have wavered for a second. Alright, well, let me just pull this up. Do we have the I'm gonna pull up OGL 1.1 leak. Is there actual documentation or words on this? I can't remember if there was actual, like, text to read on it. Let me see. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It really was. There's really no better way to put it than that. Also, if chat's hard to read, let me know. I can't really tell with everything how it's been moving. But if it's hard to read, I'll move it if you tell me. I'll move it up a little bit and change the backdrop maybe. But yeah, where is it? Non-exclusive, perpetual, irrevocable, worldwide, sub-licensable, royalty-free license, which translates to steal content. So yeah, what garbage. What a complete and utter lie. My guess here is what happened is that the lawyers, the bigwigs, the executives, the people who were on top of D&D, or Wizards of the Coast, had to get a statement out as soon as possible, and they had to make it as PG as possible. And they did this without talking to anyone. Actually, you know what? No. D&D Shorts posted that his leak said that people got fired because people were giving their thoughts on this stuff, and now they're afraid to speak up. So this right here is nothing but executive dribble. Complete garbage to make people feel better about stuff. And it's just a flat-out lie. Their principles never waver for a second. You've never... I'm going all over the place too, but I want to point something out as well, because I think it's important for people to realize this, okay? The people, and I've gotten multiple comments on many of my sketches about this, that people say, oh, it's not a big deal, oh, don't worry about it, blah, 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 whatever. But $750,000, okay? Let's go to Notepad. Okay, $750,000. That's the royalty threshold. If you hit $750,000, that's gone. That's royalty where you start to get 25%, right? Now, you know, and seriously hope the community keeps the mindset we have now. Everyone should be interested in other stuff all the time. Nothing has to be the main TTRPG. Everything can be super cool. There it is. There it is, Taryn. There it is. Everything can be super cool. Okay, here's the thing, right? The difficulty with this is, there's multiple reasons why D&D blew up, alright? The two that I'm thinking of is Stranger Things and Critical Role. And we're just going to be honest, that's pretty much factually what it is. There may be other factors, but those are the two big ones. But I'm a little bit hesitant to see where people actually end up and where the community ends up going. Because if we're being honest, if Critical Role stays D&D, the majority of the community, maybe not the majority of the community, but probably a sizable chunk of newer players are always going to be pulled into that, right? Because that's the spread that they have. So it's always going to be a give and take and a push and pull with this kind of stuff. But, you know, I'm really looking forward to this new change with everything because the community as a whole is really getting more invested in it. And a lot of people that have been viscerally against other systems like Pathfinder or anything else now feel like they have to do it because they've been so wronged by D&D. People who have been D&D hardcore die-hard fans for their entire life are moving to other systems. So I guess we're going to see what the bigger factor here is. But I think this will all get backtracked anyways, and then they'll do a repeat when 1 D&D gets released, and they update that. Everything will get changed anyways. We just need to recruit them into our local groups. Yeah, and I think that's really, really important, because a lot of people have this strange superiority complex about systems, or have in the past had weird superiority complex in the past about their preferred system. Even 3.5 to 5e, huge superiority thing. And a lot of people are just, no, I shouldn't say a lot of people, I should not say that, but a sizable chunk of people, and I should say probably more vocal people, are generally toxic in the sense that they're gatekeeping, almost. And I think that this OGL nonsense business has been enough of a culture shock to those people to help them be, you know, ferrymen, or people to help ferry people into the you know, community that we love to be a part of. So I'm curious to see how this affects the people who are the vocal minority when they gatekeep stuff, because I think that's going to be a huge priority, especially when you get into like what's it called, Adventurers League people, or just local game shops that have their weekly D&D sessions and whatnot, because it's just how it goes. Oh, 100%, we started a reverse satanic picnic. Panic, exactly. Reverse satanic picnic. Yeah, that's it. We all need to start a picnic. Genius! They'll never see it coming. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's interesting. Satanic picnic. There it is. If I ever get emotes and I get art, I'll do that. We'll make a satanic picnic one. That's fantastic. But I do want to talk about the 750 number, because a lot of people don't understand this. I've had multiple people comment about, I don't feel bad for people who make 750, you know, we're doing Word, this is way too small. I don't feel bad for people making $750,000. And I kind of understand that sentiment, but you're not fully understanding what that means, right? Because if you're making $750,000 making custom homebrew content for D&D 5e, let's be real, you're not a one-man show. You know, I don't think I know any individual person who's made that much money from selling content in a year, right? I don't. And I could very easily be wrong, because I'm not very deep in that community like someone like Taryn is, but I really think, I find it hard to believe that people would make that much money, one person doing that, right? Now, people who are making $750,000 or more are people who are running businesses, are people who have that money that is already divided between multiple people. right? And I actually saw the Asmund Gold video in response to Crit Crab's response to all of this, which I really, really liked his explanation, is take Critical Role, right? They made, what, a couple of $1 million, like ridiculous amount of $1 million. Now, that is a lot of money, 100%. Now, if you divide that by the Critical Role cast, that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 people? I don't actually know, 8 people, let's just say 8 people. Okay, let's do this. 10 million, make it easy math. 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, 10. Nope. There we go. $10 million right there. Okay? This is revenue. So, off the... Exactly. Revenue. Not profit. You get it, exactly. If you have to pay that much to Hasbro, you can't run a company with the exactly. But we're doing this math because I want to show people. It's very important. $100,000 off the top, right? And that's pure revenue. Let's just say that's revenue. And that's, I think, just Twitch. So, 25% off of that. Boom, gonzo. And actually, is it before tax or after tax? It's revenue, so it'd be prior to tax. No, it'd be after. So they made $10. I don't know. I'm not going to do the numbers. We're not even going to consider the tax here. Okay? Divide that by 8 people. And that's just the cast. We're just talking about the people sitting at the table. Just do it. And these numbers are completely garbage. They mean absolutely nothing, but I'm showcasing what this means here. Okay? 1,000, 10,000 divided by 8. That is 1,250,000. Okay. 250,000. Boink. Alright. That is the number that for 8 people. But think about this, okay? Critical Role is not just 8 people. Critical Role is a freaking studio team. So they have people who are doing the lights, they're building the set, they're doing the live stream production that Mr. Hasbro and Mr. Paizo can't afford. They're keeping all of their social media stuff up to date. So there's multiple people running the cameras, running the lights, running the stream, running the social media. All of those people on top also have to get paid. So, like, there's double-digit people here that are getting paid with this 100,000 or $10 million, right? And if you take 30 or 25% of that away, that is ridiculous off the top. That is 25% of that money that can no longer go to paying someone to run the stream. That can no longer go to paying someone to run the cameras. All of that stuff. So, while I understand the sentiment of I don't feel bad for a person making $750,000, I get that, but the people who are making that money aren't. They're not hoarding that money like Mr. Hasbro is. They're using it to pay staff to produce stuff for you. Like, so it's just this convoluted, cannibalistic attitude where people are like, I don't care about this because they make so much money, blah, 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 blah. But they really don't. I mean, they do, but taking 25% would then detract from what you're actually getting in the overall content. So it's this cyclical, terrible behavior where people just get pulled down and down and down because they see big money numbers and they're mad at the government, right? It's not worth getting mad about that because that's so much money that, honestly, well, I'll never see that amount of money, but it's so much money that we can't even comprehend it as normal people. It just isn't. It sounds like a lot. It was 100% to kill the competition. Exactly. Taryn gets it. It was 100% meant to kill the competition. There's no reason to use 1.1 or 2.0, whatever they end up calling it. Yeah, there really isn't. It's quite literally messing with people's livelihoods. Exactly. 750,000 threshold was the trigger moment. Wizards of the Coast would just change their terms to cut it on you. Yeah, because there was only 30 days notice, right? If they release it for 2 months and they say, you know, we can make more money, they can up it or lower. I mean, they can lower the threshold, right? And they only need to give you 30 days notice, which is ridiculous. Wizards of the Coast just needs to add irrevocable to change the version number to OGL 1.0b. Yeah, they're not going to do that, though. I agree, but Wizards of the Coast gets it. That's why they put NDAs. Which is why let's get back to this, which is why it doesn't make any damn like a sense that they call it leak or anything that doesn't actually matter, right? Because this is why our early drafts of the new OGL included the provisions that they did. The draft language, this is gaslighting. drafts, using the word drafts, this is gaslighting. Okay, this is 100% the best example of it. Because if we're being honest, you don't send contracts to people as a draft. You have lawyers look at them and then you send them. And if you're paying money for a lawyer to look at them and then send someone a contract that they can then sign that is legally binding, that's not a draft, that is a final that is meant to be legally binding. So the fact that this is a draft is garbage, right? It just does not make a lick of sense, and they're gaslighting you to make you think that. To be fair, all this is doing is getting folks to jump ship a year early, as 6E is going to be a computer yeah, well, let's be real, microtransactions away, right? Nagechan Press is a team of like 5 to 15 people depending on the project. 750 gets them each like 120 to 75,000 if the project had absolutely zero overhead of marketing. Yeah, that's really nothing if you think about it. And they made it to where they can change the terms anytime and only give 30 days notice. Exactly. We're talking about starved project budgets getting stretch goals killed because they're terrified to make money. The fact that they put in, the fact that the Kickstarter fought to get better royalty rates for Kickstarters on their website should tell you it should tell you everything you need to know. The fact that Kickstarter people get less royalty rates than anywhere else is really, why would that be included in something if it wasn't a problem? I don't know. Wizards of the Coast is still winning like Charlie Sheen banging rocks. Listen, sub-commandments, we are, where did I put them? Where did I put, oh no. Mr. Paizo, wait, they're on my head. Ha. We're all winning. We're all winners. Ha 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 ha. What a meme, what a joke. Oh, what was I was gonna say something else and I totally lost my train of thought. Oh, this right here. So I've got, look at this, okay? I showed this last stream, and to some people that were here, I don't know if some people were or weren't here, right? So Mr. Paizo and Mrs. Paizo have started making dice. Speaking of microtransactions, I wanted to bring this up because it's kind of funny, right? So, we've got 3 chonky D20s. 3 chonker boys. One of them's finished, one of them isn't, okay? They're all super cool. It's a lot of fun making them. But, it's funny here, because when I first made one of these, the first mold I used, it had a lot of different numbers. Some of them had letters. And I put the wrong mold on one of them. And you might not be able to see it. But on this one, the natural one is actually an L. And it's, yeah, I can't actually, it's not focusing. But it's like an L. So, here's the idea for Wizards of the Coast. Make dice that you can pay to roll natural 20s or to re-roll. Ba 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 ba. Easy money, right? Right there. It's all 6E is digital. You can do a microtransaction to make a re-roll on that natural 1 you just got. Freaking schmucks. Let's see. We're about to start. Oh, yeah, stretch goals. Here it is. What I don't get is why they didn't just hire talented homebrewers. Because, Joe Bro, they don't want to hire people. That costs money. That affects their bottom line. Literally everybody else does. Yeah, exactly. Because that would cost money. Yeah, David gets it, of course, yeah. This is all about killing 5e ahead of the release of 6e, which will not be backwards compatible. Even though they said it would be backwards compatible. How do you highlight my name? Oh yeah, if you use @ symbol, you actually get the thing. I'm learning all of this cool stuff about YouTube streaming and general streaming as well. So, I'm having a blast learning about it. I think I'm on Twitch too, but honestly, I don't have a clue. What's good? Petakin? What's up, buddy? Yeah, I'm restreaming to both YouTube and Twitch because a lot of the content that I have is on YouTube and minimally on Twitch, but still. $10 to change the hair color of your VTT2. Yeah, man. You kidding me? I'd pay $10 for a re-roll of my stats or my $10 for my hair color, right? Gotta split and focus on some work, but thanks for the laughs, man. We gotta do co-stream sometimes. Yeah, Taryn, definitely, dude. Thanks for dropping by. I mean, you got me on Discord. Hit me up whenever you want. I am always glad to do that. I'm super glad that you're getting so successful with this YouTube stuff, man. It's bananas. I look forward to talking to you sometime in person. Because no, we actually haven't actually talked in person yet. So I can't. Super excited to do that. But yeah, have a nice Sunday. Enjoy your Sunday work, and you know, I'll talk to you sometime soon, my guy. If you haven't, guys, check out Indestructible Boy. I know, like, probably everyone here already is because he's the dude. He's the hashtag blame the guy with the eye patch. But if you haven't already, go check out Indestructible Boy. He is a super cool dude. And he's honestly 100% for the community. He's been super cool. He's watched my videos on stream, which is hysterical. And he laughs all the time, so it makes me feel really good about myself. And it's just a good time. So go check out Indestructible Boy. There's the link. And subscribe to him if you're not already. But yeah. I got a split and focus attention. See you, man. Yeah, give him the hearts for Indestructible Boy. Wizards of the Coast celebrating 50 years of D&D by returning into... Yeah, exactly, right? That's a good celebration, don't you think? I'd say so. Actually, I'll put it here, sorry. Because I didn't realize I did that, yeah. There we go. Alright, well, let's continue on with this OGL stuff. So let's go ahead, let's go large... No, not large camera. Top screen is what I want. I think that's the one. Yeah, there it is. So here we go. Draft languages provided content creators and publishers so their feedback could be considered before it was finalized. In addition to language allowing us to address discriminatory and hateful conduct and clarifying what types of products the OGL covers. Oof. Our draft included royalty language designed to apply to large corporations attempting to use OGL content. It was never our intent to impact the vast majority of the community. That's a lie. Doesn't matter. Whatever, we all know this. Will Paramount push back the movie release? I doubt it, dude. We're caught in a kind of catch-22 here, where if we either do go see the movie or we boycott the movie, you know, they don't make more movies. But if we don't boycott the movie, they're like, oh, they love D&D, and Hasbro makes money, right? We want to punish Hasbro, but not punish, you know, Paramount or people that are making content for the D&D community, right? We don't want to do that. So it's kind of rough. I'm really hoping this all gets taken care of and fixed before that happens. But, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I was excited for it, and it was super cringy looking to me, but it still was something that I looked really exciting regardless. But yeah, watch other Paramount movies. Big break. I mean, yeah, exactly, right? I like going to the movies, man. Movies are great. I was excited for the D&D movie, as cringy as it looked, but, you know, I probably will not be seeing it unless this stuff changes. So, we'll go from there. It's clear from the reaction that we rolled a... How do you do, fellow kids? We rolled a nat 1. How relatable. Hashtag relatable, am I right? Why is my watch buzzing? Hello? Mr. Paizo gets a buzz. Did you ever talk... Oh, you know what? Let's do this really quickly. Because I need to take care of this really quickly. Not yet. Okay. So, let's continue on with this OGL state. They rolled an actually 0. Can you roll a 0? You know what? There's two kinds of people in the TTRPG community, okay? Two types of people. There are the types of people that roll D100s as 0 to 99. And there's types of people that roll D100s as 1 to 100. What kind of person are you? Are you a glass half empty or a glass half full kind of guy? Girl, whatever. Anything. Okay. Do you want... No. Do you want me to... explain? I haven't said anything. Roll a 1 implies that they were an element of chance. Exactly. They did this to themselves. The guy and gals who leaked this rolled a 20 on stealth. Yeah, really. They really did. They rolled a fatty... Yeah, exactly. You also don't roll a d6 of 0 to 5, right? That's true. That's true, Joe Bro. Sign this draft license. Oh. Alright, let me do this really quick, guys. I gotta deal with something really quickly. I will be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink, go to the bathroom, and I will be right back to continue this. But we'll be right back. Oof. Be back. Alright, we're back. I think we're back. Exactly. Let's see what we got. What have I missed while I was gone? Let's see. Oh my goodness, chat is all over the place. Cynthia Williams working for Paizo. Yeah, definitely. 1 to 100. Okay, that's where I was about there. Wizards of the Coast only do as they told. We shouldn't antagonize them. We should aim for the higher ups that are actually responsible. 100%, Joe Bro. 100%. Let's see. Cynthia Williams is actually working for Paizo. I mean, with how well this went over, it wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, she actually did think it was a good idea, which does not make any sense to me. I'm surprised Wizards of the Coast showed their hand this early, as I was expecting to kick off at the end of 2023 or closer to the release of 60. Honestly, I'm surprised they did this so early. Like, 1D&D is still completely new. I don't even understand how they would have done, why they would have thought this was a good idea to show it so early. I guess that just shows that how out of touch they are, because they must have really thought it was a good idea. Let's pop the fireplace back on, get it real nice and cozy in here. There we go. Was it Cynthia Williams' voice in the OGL statement in response? I don't really know, Chad. I don't know who wrote. Does it show me who wrote it? It just says D&D Beyond staff. Yeah, so it doesn't tell us who wrote it. It just says the staff. So who knows who actually wrote it? But it was definitely not the creatives. I'll tell you that much. Cynthia winning Williams, my butt. Yeah. The execs figure we will all come crawling back when we see how lovely the new virtual tabletop looks. Look, if they make a nice virtual tabletop, great. I think that would be awesome, and I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with the fact that they're trying to steal stuff. That's my biggest problem. I just have no interest in moving a toon around in Unreal. Yeah, I guess so. Dungeons & Dragons isn't meant to be a video game. It's not. Like, Baldur's Gate is pretty cool, but it's not Dungeons & Dragons. You're not telling a story. You're following a story, right? I have yet to think of a way, and I don't think anyone has been able to do this. No one has been able to encapsulate D&D in a video game or a different medium. It's just, I don't think it's possible, because 99% of it is imaginative. The video games are too linear, and it's a story, right, that you build. It's a custom created story that you create and enjoy with your friends. Video games aren't built like that. They're just not. They rolled nat ones on deception, intimidation, insight, history, and a bunch of other things. They really did. Hey, what's up? Not all who wander are lost. YouTube doesn't offer me live streams from channels I haven't watched much until they're actually been streaming for about an hour, it seems. That's interesting. I don't understand anything about live streaming, so I appreciate you telling me that. Welcome, new here. I'm glad you're here, so we're just chatting about everything, but either way. Love the background, by the way. Yeah. This is the chill vibes background. I can also pop up my interior home fireplace, or my little interior office fireplace. Let's see what other backgrounds I got that'll make it nice vibes in here. Let's see. I can use all of my backgrounds that I use for my wizard skits. Alright, here we go. I will just put this on loop. Let me pop this over here real quickly to show you what I'm talking about. Is that, yeah, we'll do this. I don't actually know if that worked. Did that work? Hello! I'm at Wizards of the Coast live! We got hot news from Wizards of the Coast. I'm live at their office right now, and it is literally on fire. Everyone is in a tizzy of panic. I don't know what's going on. I have fire completely all behind me. The heat is unbearable. Everyone's screaming and panicking. I don't know what's happening here. So, yeah, hopefully the fire department gets here quickly, because Wizards of the Coast is literally gone up in flames. Oh, time for a saving throw. I already rolled a nat 1. Alright. Let's get rid of this background now. Yeah, get rid of that. There we go. I have a lot of cool backgrounds here that I've gotten from, for my recent videos. Not the actual live sketches or whatnot, but, I got some fun backgrounds that I can use that I've had. What if... Let's do this one. Ready? Here's the actual reenactment of them thinking this OGL nonsense was a good idea. Wait a minute! What if we don't pay our content? What if we don't pay our staff? We get rid of them and we steal content from the community and then sell it like it's our own. Wow! That's such a good idea. You get a raise. Whoa. Jeez. Literally that. Oh my goodness. Big brain time, Wizards of the Coast. Big brain time. Any word which 20 companies were shown the OGL? No, not really. I don't think we know that yet. What we do know is the fact that we do know that Kickstarter saw it. We at least know the Kickstarter saw it because they had fought for better better numbers and better royalty rates for people on Kickstarter. So we at least know that. But aside from that, I don't know. I don't think we actually have anybody. So it's kind of a bummer, if we're being honest. Well, what are you going to do about it? Not much we can do, unfortunately. It is what it is. What was exactly their thought process? I mean, I thought that was a pretty legitimate reenactment, but that's just me. So, I mean, who knows? Totally great way to maintain our customer base. Yeah, exactly. That's, you know, genius. It's a genius time. Oh, what? No way. Wait a minute. I gotta check something really quickly. Let's swap over to my thing. Did that really just happen? No way. Go to my studio. Holy snot! I didn't realize that happened. Wow, I hit 1 million views recently. That's super cool. I don't really know if I want to show this to people because this is my creator page, but that's super cool. That's really freaking cool. Man, that's so nice. And I'm nearly at 4K subs. This is great. What a great time. Holy cow. Oh. Man, this has been a crazy week. Let me tell you, it's a crazy week. Holy snot. What if we sold the people their own ideas? Exactly. Nice. Thanks, Gregory. Nice. Oh, man. What a crazy day. Yeah. Let me pull this up. Oh, no, not that. That's my video. Hold on a second. To run Wizards of the Coast into the ground. Man, we don't need to do that. They're doing that themselves. They're already doing that themselves. It's literally on fire there. Need I remind you what we just experienced? Oh. Yeah, let's take a look at... What is it? Why did Wizards of the Coast try the Elon method? I mean... So here's the thing that I don't understand, right? Is the Elon method for Twitter. Twitter's obviously not dead. It's not. People are still using Twitter. But Wizards of the Coast, people are not using D&D Beyond. I don't know where the difference is. I don't know how this goes, but I do know that Wizards of the Coast literally trying to steal content from people. So it's pretty shady, if I do say so myself. We can do that collectively. Nobody has to purchase anything from them by law. I mean, yeah, you're right. It's not even the Elon method. It's not. It's really not. Elon purchased a company, Wizards of the Coast, or Hasbro rather, said they want to steal stuff. So it is what it is. Never interrupt your enemy when they're making a mistake. Exactly. All the better time to come out with ORC, am I right? Yeah. Let's actually take a look at ORC. Paizo. Let me see this tweet. This is... let's go to Paizo. Let's see their top tweet. Yeah, they've got so many. They've gotten so many followers as of recent. Here it is. Open RPG. I recently learned that Wizards of the Coast president Cynthia Williams used to work at Microsoft. I've never been less surprised in my life. Yeah, I get it, man. I can't speak much about that. I used to work for Microsoft as not a higher up. I was just a grunt, but I can't really speak much on that. But yeah, definitely, it's not a surprise to me. Nobody wanted what Wizards of the Coast is doing. Yeah, literally no one wanted it. No one wanted it. Just make D&D so unprofitable that Wizards of the Coast sells it. I mean, that is an idea. That is 100% an idea. But realistically speaking, I don't want to run D&D into the ground. I don't. I love D&D. I love the game, and I think it's great. I want Wizards of the Coast, and I don't think Wizards of the Coast is even necessarily the problem. I want Hasbro and those guys to realize the mistake they made, and that they can't just do stuff without consequence. You know, they're a mega big corporation, and they say, we don't want big corporations stealing stuff. Well, you're literally a big corporation stealing stuff from the community, so it's a joke. Worst business decision? Yeah, exactly. Turning it into 4chan. How do you make a small fortune at Twitter? You start with a huge fortune, pretty much. Made a bunch of series of choices that seemed designed to deliberately ruin the brand. Feels similar. I mean, I don't know much about that situation, so I can't speak much to the Twitter situation, but it definitely feels like Wizards of the Coast is, or at least Hasbro's trying to drive something into the ground. Being more proprietary in a video game like works so well with 4E. Isn't that why Pathfinder got started? Because 4E got rid of the OGL and they included like the open system license or something like that? I can't remember. Team Microsoft Grunt challenges you to a Pokemon battle. Pikachu, I choose you. Little Lego thingy I made the other day. Wizards of the Coast has almost always been owned by Hasbro. Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro are the same thing. No, the way I view that, Dean, is I actually view that slightly differently than you do. My mic volume's low. What's up, Zorgy? Hey. Let's turn up. Let's just turn this down and turn my mic up. Is that better? Did that make a difference? I hope that made a difference. But yeah, Nadine, I actually view it a little bit different than you. Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro are the same thing. Technically, yes, you're right. The way I view it is that, and this is my personal just view, right, of everything. It's just how I look at things. Wizards of the Coast is mostly creatives, whereas Hasbro is mostly corporate, like execs. Because let's be honest, Hasbro owns Wizard of the Coast. Wizard of the Coast has its own executives, but I don't believe they are at liberty to make decisions as freely as someone at Hasbro is, because obviously Hasbro owns them. So Wizards of the Coast is much more of the creatives, whereas Hasbro is much more of the execs. So while your statement is true, it's also, there's so much more going into that. It's just, I don't understand business. I'm talking to the internet. I'm talking to a camera in my mom's basement, guys. I don't know. Whatever. The insane thing is completely in their power to back down and make people want on. You know what? Exactly. Yeah, I think so too. Creative people are not customers for 6E. They just want passive consumers. Yeah, they want microtransaction. They want mobile gaming Andes. But isn't D&D a concept that grew into a community? So if D&D is just a product of Spudlord and WotC, then it follows us where we go. Yeah, technically. Yes, Zorgy, yes. Yeah, 4E was the break between Paizo and WotC, and look what happened despite the lack of D&D branding. The community followed the game experience they wanted. Exactly. WotC makes 50% of the money for Hasbro. So here's the thing, right? I think it was WotC. They made, I think, the $1 billion price tag that they made in revenue, only about 100 to like 150 million is actually what D&D brought in. So if you're looking at overall income and revenue split, comparatively to $1 billion, 100 to 150 million is, you know, 10 to 15% of that. So it is technically, from an executive shareholder standpoint, undermonetized. But this is not how you fix that. How you fix that is you make a really cool virtual tabletop, you make cool digital content like you have, and you make more content for people to consume. You make more adventure modules, you make more classes, you make more subclasses, spells, all of these things. You make more of them for the content that you currently already have set up. That's easy. That's what you do to make the money. You don't steal from people that are making free content for you. You don't. That's literally the exact opposite of how you make money. Yeah, wasn't trying to tarnish innocent MS rank and yeah, no, I get you. Don't worry about it. I get it. MBG, I totally get it, man. I just had to state that because it came up in chat, and I'm pretty sure I have some sort of NDA and stuff, so I'm not saying anything on that. I appreciate it though. Don't worry about it. No problem, my guy. Mom's basement is the safest place on earth, to be frank. Yeah, man, that's how I get all my McDonald's and my what else do I get down here? My Landry, I guess. Mr. Hasbro, going over this again? Mr. Hasbro is having a dress down day? No, today I'm cool Uncle Paizo. I know it says Mr. Hasbro goes over, but I'd never changed the name. So we'll do Mr. Paizo. Thank you for that. How are we doing, Thea? Hope you're having a good day. You caught me on the tail of the stream. I'm only gonna go for another 10 minutes or so. So thanks for dropping by, but it's nice and comfy. I couldn't do the suit today, so I decided to be cool Uncle Paizo. MTG is the cash cow, and they are milking it to death. Yeah, dude. Did you see the 30th anniversary stuff? It's a mess. When they went from the 30th anniversary of Magic the Gathering to this, boom, back to back. It's insane. I don't understand who's making these decisions. Wizards of the Coast sold 4-pack of random proxies for $1,000. So yeah, look, man, I'm not done. Yeah, it's been crazy. The Gygax Lich is still shambling towards the Wizards of the Woke headquarters. I mean, where is this? I actually, let's take a look at this. There was a Pointy Hat on Twitter. Pointy Hat made a really cool lit. Maybe he didn't look, but he had a fun lich art. Where's Pointy Hat Twitter? Where is Pointy Hat Twitter? Pointy Hat. There it is. Pointy Hat Studios. Here it is. Honestly, how did they blunder on Magic the Gathering less than 2 months later to do this? Dude, I don't know. I honestly, it blows my mind. I don't understand how you can go from the Magic the Gathering mess that happened to this within the span of a couple of months. It doesn't make any sense. Who's making the decisions? Someone who's not thinking very hard. I'll tell you that much. It's not difficult to figure that out. It's easier for WotC to make less D&D. Just let third party do all of the hard work, and WotC can milk the D&D brand. Look, the way that D&D and they could make a lot more money, right, is if you allowed your third party content creators to come on and be featured in a book, be featured in content that Wizards of the Coast publishes, and then for what you do, you get paid for what you do in that book. You get not recommendations, but you get credit for what you've done in the book, and that would build the community so much better than just this, because this is straight up stealing. But if you pull in third-party content creators to help you build your books, then you have so much more of a connection with your community. It's more living, breathing, legitimate thing, and the third-party content creators are happy, the community's happy because they're getting more content, you're happy because you're selling more content, and everyone's happy. But instead, we decided to go with stealing. Oh, no worries. It's a Sunday. I threw up the stream for about an hour and a half, 2 hours now. So I wanted to touch base, have a nice chill Sunday chat about stuff, and that's all it is. So we didn't do anything special today, really. You didn't miss much aside from Paizo and Hasbro talking to themselves. Let's see. Has everybody seen one of the architects for the original OGL, Ryan Dancy, discussing the creation and role for 20 combat? If you haven't seen that, by the way, you need to watch it. The Ryan Dancy stuff with the OGL creation, you all should go see that, because that is enlightening, the amount of information you can get from that. As someone who does not understand a lot of the legal mumbo-jumbo, it's really, really helpful for me to learn about that stuff. So yeah, go check that stuff out big time. Yeah, Pointy Hat made the Bardlich. That's what I was trying to find, but I couldn't find the link in here. I was just trying to rush through it. The Bardlich art looked really cool. Both blunders are based on breaking long-term promises with the community. Exactly. It's and honestly lying to the community about it. Alright. CEO of Magic Gathering. The CEO of Magic had to look up Magic Gathering was in Wikipedia before a meeting. Oh no, there's no way that's true, is it? I hope not. That's rough. Seems like WotC is trying to dump actual TTRPG play, trying to make a video game out of D&D, merch the shit out of it. Yeah, they are. What was Magic the Gathering? I don't know, man. I gotta go Wikipedia it. Hold on a second. WotC present from Microsoft. It's not hard to figure out where it's coming from. I mean, people know how to make money in certain locations. Certain businesses know how to make money. That's all I'm saying. And at the same time, it looks like this person knows how to drive a business on the ground. Yeah, that's what the Fiend Folia was, exactly. If WotC really wanted to go this route, buying out smaller companies would have been a much less inflammatory move. 100%. Dude, I still think you don't even need to spend a lot of money, right? If have a book, a Wizards of the Coast licensed book that features third-party content creators, okay? Third-party content creators get in on the book. Maybe they get paid a certain amount. Maybe they get paid slight royalties for every book sold. Whatever. I'm sure they could figure out some sort of financial thing that works for both parties there. But if Wizards of the Coast featured third-party content creators, this community would be crazy thriving. D&D would literally take over the market. I'm not saying that's a good thing. What I'm saying is that is how Wizards of the Coast wins everything. But somehow they went the nuclear option and blew it up. So, whatever. Wizards of the Coast is already milking D&D, although, I mean, I think their coin was $20, which is absolutely preposterous for a tiny metal plate. Yeah. Dude, I mean, everything nowadays is just getting stupid expensive, and people feeling like they can charge absurd amount of monies for small stuff like that is just crazy, and they can get away with it. But at this point, they're not getting away with it because of all of the stuff that's happened. So everything right now is under scrutiny, and everyone's watching them so tightly that they're not getting away with anything for a long time. They're investing millions in the development of the VTT. The panic has set in, and I expect them to cut the development team for 1D&D as the rules will be dictated by the VTT capability. Yeah, I'm really curious to see where that goes too with all of this info, because it could go multiple different ways. But whatever. It is what it is. It's pretty chill though. I think we're in a good place right now. I think they've taken a step back. I think they realize that this is not going to work as well as they thought it would. And people aren't just going to take it sitting down. So they are taking a step back and listening to the community. And as long as the community keeps up this pressure, I think it will win in the long run. They have the perfect platform with 1D&D to host and take a % of the homebrew that was hosted there. That's it. That's it, Daily. And that's it. They literally only have to do that. That's it. There's really literally minimum work for that. Creators can opt in to put content on stuff. They can say, you know what, we agree to these certain terms, and then bada bing, bada boom, everybody's happy. But instead, we're saying, you know what, no, that is now ours, and screw you. So they spend their spare time poring over dense legal text for obscure technicalities to defeat plotting and massive enemies of a brand. Yeah, this gives me an idea. Wizards of the Coast. I like that. When people want to play video games, they play video games. They should have learned from 4E. They're like if Coke was trying to switch to the new Coke. Yeah. People expect one thing when they play D&D. They don't expect Baldur's Gate. Not the same thing. Even though it kind of similar, but it's not the same thing. D&D does not translate to video games. Video games does not translate to D&D. It just doesn't. Unless you're in like a VR chat, virtual world, playing D&D with your friends, that's pretty fun. But anyways, guys, I actually got to cut it off here. It's about 5 o'clock. That was my cutoff time. I'm going to go play some board games with some friends now. So, that's where I'm ending tonight, everybody. Hopefully you all had a nice chill Sunday and you can continue to enjoy your week. I think tomorrow is a day off for most people, so hopefully you enjoyed that as well. I'm excited to see what comes next week. I don't think we're going to get much in the way of news, but I think we're going to get a lot in the way of... We're going to get a lot of information about a lot of different systems, and we're going to get a lot of information about people trying other stuff out, and I'm really excited to see some of that. I don't think we're going to get much in the way of, like, updates per se, but I'm really curious to see how it goes next week. So I'm expecting a chill week next week. Either way, we'll hope we win this in the end anyways. Keep up the pressure, everybody. Have a great Sunday. Have a great week, and I will see you sometime next week. Bye, everybody. I will find the button eventually. Here it is. See you guys.